Well, you know, I do this truth thing. So I was talking to a dude the other day. He said to me, Wale, I be telling people about that concept you pushing about truth, which I am. I'm pushing the concept about truth. To me, it's freeing. I think it'll free our people. And it relates us back to our ancestors who were known worldwide for speaking. I mean, worldwide, not just around this corner or that corner. Worldwide for speaking truth. That we were known worldwide for speaking truth all the time. Now we have a adverse reputation, mostly because of the fact that we are not controlling our own reputation. We're not doing that. We're allowing others to control our reputation, our history, our identity, all kind of stuff we're allowing other people to do. And like I don't get it, but you know. So I'm pushing truth because that's my connection to my ancestors. That's my connection to the universe and the nature and everything is truth. We function better in a truthful environment. It's like any other thing that grows better in some environment rather than other environments. Okay, I'm going to put it like this: melanated people function better in an environment of truth because that's what nature is. Any nature people. I don't know if melanated is the correct term or something like that. I don't want to get caught up in that kind of, all those different segments and segmentations. What I do know is that if you want people who are involved in nature, just nature, then more than likely they're involved in truth because truth is in nature. You know, GMO is all fiction material. So if you get an apple or something that's GMO, it's a fiction. It's like a virtual apple. It's not a real apple, it's a virtual apple because it's a fiction. And we don't function well in fiction. We function better in, truth. And in all nature is true. Like nature don't care nothing about good and evil, cause that's not true. That's all uh, subjective. You know, one person can kill another person's mother, and there you go. That's evil, and another person can kill another person's mother, and it might be good because she was doing something, la di da. The rest of this, it's subjective. You got to check the story, see what's going on. She might have been doing, you had to get rid of her. I don't know, but I know it's subjective. But whether you did or not, now that's the truth, and that's nature, because nature don't care if it's good or evil. Nature just want to know. I mean, nature just deals with what is. If when it is, not if, when. When it is, then that's nature. Otherwise, you're dealing with some. Even pharmaceuticals are called synthetic, which means they're not natural. You know, because we deal in nature, pharmaceuticals are not natural. So there you go. So if you're gonna be a natural person, if you're gonna be a nature person, if you're gonna be a person in truth, then you want to keep away from pharmaceuticals. I can't tell people not to do this, not to do that. I won't even bother with that. You decide what you want to do. Whether you want to be in nature and the truth, or you want to be, in fiction and synthetics and GMOs and virtualities. And, if a real bird is the same to you as a virtual bird, then there you go. I mean, but a real bird is, that's nature. That's truth. A virtual bird, I don't know what that is really. It's something in people's mind or something. And that's the only place most of this fiction and stuff can exist is in a person's mind. Like the GMO is falling apart. You get GMO materials and stuff, they fall apart. They can't last because they're not natural. And nature kills everything that's not natural right away. So when we eat all these unnatural food, we die, as rapidly because is not natural. Nature don't know what to do with all that stuff. So our natural bodies, which is nature, don't know what to do with all them synthetics and pharmaceuticals and GMOs and stuff like that. All that fiction. Our minds don't even know what to do with all that fiction, watching all the movies and stuff. A lot of people relate their whole life to movies. Yeah, you saw that movie? Yeah, that's how this is, just like this. This how it was. They're relating their whole life to a movie. Like the movie was first and then came life. And of course, we know life came first, then came the movie. But not in the minds and construction of logic of the people. The movie predicted the life. They don't see that the life was already happening, and then somebody just made a movie about it. No, they think. See, they tell you what's gonna happen in the future. Anyway, that's all fiction. Every movie is fiction. That's a given. Even documentaries are fiction. Oh, listen, all history is fiction. I know they be like, oh, they telling us this, and I don't care. All that stuff is fiction, man. All of the whole anything you call history, you might as well just say fiction. Put that in the fiction section over there. Because of George Floyd. George Floyd had been dead something like at least a month, and all the police reports, all the factual, I like that one, factual police reports said that George Floyd died of overdose of drugs, something like that. All the police wrote down their little report saying the same thing, you know. Now, if it wasn't for the little girl with the camera, that would have been history. I'm done with history. That would have been history. That's how history is laid out. They just tell a story, and because the other person is dead, you call it history if you want to. I just call it a story they telling me. I don't know how, I don't need that to be real. It can be a story they're telling me, and I'm okay with that. Some people need that stuff to be real instead of just a story you're being told. I don't know why, but there you go. So the truth says this. The truth says it's real. It's in nature. If it's not in nature, then more than likely, when it's not in nature. If is also a fiction. If anything, start with the word if. As soon as somebody say, even me, I say the word if, I'm done. They don't even listen to the rest of the sentence. When I say the word if, period should go there. Nothing should follow if, because if is already mean fiction. And once you do the fiction, you're just telling fiction. It's already fiction. When something happens, then we can construct some kind of logical consideration. But if, nah, that's fiction. And it'll catch you up because you can if all day, and none of that stuff will ever happen. You can if 24 times a second. None of it'll never happen because ain't none of it real. So this is the truth. Truth is in life. Truth is in nature. I know people are like, oh, that's too simple. This is the freedom I'm talking about. If you can keep with the truth and hold with the truth, because the truth represents the Creator. The Creator creates everything. Everything. All this whole thing is the creation. The Creator and the creation are one. They're all the same. So now you're going to say something happened or didn't happen that did or didn't happen, which means you're contradicting the Creator and the creation of the Creator. How healthy can that be? It don't sound healthy to me. I don't know. And then I know people, oh yeah, but well, I'm a mystic. I admit that I'm a mystic. And I look at stuff mystically and through the eye of nature. And when you are not speaking truth, yet your mouth is, you're saying something, because you don't have to talk. People are like, oh, what am I going to do? Don't say nothing. Talk about something else. Somebody say, well, did you go over there at 8 p.m. and you don't want to answer? Don't lie. That's all I'm saying. Talk about peanut butter. That's what I do. I like peanut butter. So I always say something about peanut butter. I ain't got to answer that. You ain't got to answer nothing, man. Especially if you don't want to. You can talk about anything. You could even talk about the question itself. You can ask a question, which is outstanding to ask a question. That's always the best way. Somebody asks you a question, and it's something like that this might be a trick to get you to lie, because it's a trick to get you to lie, because every time you lie, you lose power. This is what the brother asked me. He said, oh, man, explain to people why they shouldn't lie, because they don't understand the loss. The loss goes like this. Every time you lie, you're breaking your covenant with the creation and the creator. By breaking that, you are losing power, because truth is power. This whole thing is power. This is all power. It's in the atmosphere. Power, power. They talking about how much electricity and this and that and the solar power. It's all power. And then when you break your connection with the power by lying, you're losing power. It seeps out of your body, it seeps out of your eyes and your pores and your spirit and everything. You get depressed, and you're gonna get depressed because you're lying. You done made somebody else greater than you, because that's what you're fearing. A lie usually comes from fear. Somebody gonna hit me, beat me, I'm gonna lose something, and then you lie because you fear the beating, the hitting, or the losing something. And then when you do that, the fear, not the lie yet, but the fear. When you do the fear thing, you lose your connection with the creation, because the creator created you, could take you out any second. Any second. There is no safe place to hide. Any second. Right now, boom, bam, it's over, done. Anything. Heart attack, peanut butter sandwiches, it don't matter. Anything in any second, that's the creator's realm. Somebody can fear you past the creator? You just lost your connection with the creator, so you lied. Now the lie itself is the physical, you know, break with the creator. You need to straighten that up. That's why you don't want to do that. I'd be afraid sometimes, but I don't lie. Don't lie. Don't let that happen to you. Break your connection to creation and the creator. Because whatever occurs, whatever as it occurs, it is the creation. It is the creator. The whole thing is the creator. No, ain't nothing missing. Ain't nothing missing, ain't nothing imperfect. Everything is perfect. The creator creates everything perfectly. It's a perfect creator. I don't deal with no gods and all that, this one or that one. I don't care about that. That's in people's minds. They be taught that, so they even say they believe it. They don't know it. They believe it, and they be so yeah. Meanwhile, the guy that knows which thing to step on, he knows he walk right on through, because he knows what he's doing. He ain't believing nothing. The guy that's believing, hopping from one to one, scared, heart attack, high blood pressure, stressed out, everything, they on self, because they believe something. Now, I ain't not saying don't do that. That's up to you. If you want to be stressed out and all that kind of, oh man, I can dig it. It ain't my game. So I'm into truth. And in speaking truth, we all become adults instead of play children games. Oh, dude, I'm a captain of a sheik castle. Do you believe me? No, I don't believe nothing. You either be the captain or not. I don't play children games. You the sea captain, where's your boat, all that stuff. I'm a grown person here. So grown people do real things. Let's be grown people. Let's do real things. Let's speak the truth and not let anyone take us away from that. That's the connection not only to the Creator and our ancestors. That's the connection to you breathing your next breath. To me, breathing my next breath. Because I'm closer in contact with the creation and the Creator. So people say sometimes, oh, everything comes to you easy. You get it. Life is so easy for you. Well, I'm easy with it. It should be easy with me. So come on, what? I'm not fighting this thing. I'm working with the creation. A lot of people want to fight the creation. I want it to go this way. I want this kind of job and that kind of job. I want this and that. And the creator ought to give me. Oh, I want God, I want this. I want you. Hey. Let me ask you a question. Between you and your God, whatever, it don't matter. You ain't got to deal with how I look at it. But between you and your God, let me ask you a question. Which one of y'all knows best? Hmm? You with your wants and desires and all that stuff. You think you know what you need best, better than your own God, who is supplying you with the air you even breathe. You know better. I want that job. I hate her. All that. I'm asking you, who knows best, you or God? You are your God, not just God. You are your God. Which one knows best? You. God, you messing up because I wanted Brenda. You gave me Sue. What you doing? You crack me up with this kind of concepts. But hey, truth is the answer to every question. That's the end of this old thing. I just have to wrap it a different way, package it a different way, put bells on it, glitter sometime, whatever, or make a joke about it, whatever. I don't know. This angles, man, because everybody don't see the same thing from the same angle, but it's still the same thing, and the same thing is the truth. And so I just hit it from different angles with every one of these videos. This is the longest one I've made. But some people need the list. Some people can take it in 3 minutes and say truth. Okay, I'm on it. Got that. I'm going. Some people need 20 minutes of me talking or somebody talking or understanding, or maybe they got questions. Give me a question. Write something down. I don't know. But, this is not going to stop. This is changing the world. What I mean by the world, I mean the society. Because we are stepping out as adults. We are no longer minors and minorities and all that other crazy stuff. We're stepping out as grown, adults, people. Not citizens, not all this other, them little names and captions and all this. Oh, my goodness. Just adults. We're going to be adults and behave like adults in an adult world, for real, with other adults. We're not playing no more. Oh, tell me what to do. I'm scared of you because you can tell me what to do. No. You're a grown man. I'm a grown man. You telling me what to do is just you talking. And then I'm going to talk. And we see where we're going to handle this. None of this, you tell me what to do and I go jump to it like a little, we're adults now. We're coming out as adults. In order to do that, we must always speak truth. This is our power. This is the power of adulthood. This is power of the creation. And now we're going to come out into this power. And that's how we be powerful. By making our words full of truth. That's where the power is. Truth is power. Knowledge is knowing that.